Hi, Katarzyna. So nice to see you. Thanks again for taking the time today on Venture Vibe. Let's start with you. Could you briefly introduce yourself and share your journey?
Hello, Bengi. It's also very nice to meet you. My name is Katarzyna Stevens. I work in Polish Investment and Trade Agency in the position of an expert, and I am specializing in supporting Polish companies in their exports to the Middle East and African markets. My area of specialization is mostly Turkey and Southern African countries, but I have some experience with other countries in this area as well. I joined Polish Investment and Trade Agency in 2020, right after I graduated from my master's in Turkish studies. Since then, I have been supporting my company's foreign trade offices in their activities. I was also briefly for almost a year an employee of PAIH, because this is our shortcut, PAIH's foreign trade office in Istanbul. But currently I am back in the headquarters and working together in a very big, tight synergy with the foreign trade offices.
So you know Turkish as well, yes?
Yes.
For it in written, actually. Perfect. Thank you for overview. How would you describe Poland's current investment and innovation landscape?
Okay, so Poland is actually kind of a country of transformation, because in last, let me say, 37 years, there have been very amazing things happening in Poland because the communist times have ended. We have joined the European Union, and currently, last year, we have become the 20th biggest economy in the world. Even before that, our economy has also placed in a very beautiful sixth place in the European Union. We are growing very strong. Today, we are a highly developed country, offering really a lot when it comes to investments and innovation. I know that Poland is very high in rankings in Europe when it comes to how many investments are here. I think it's like the 8th place in Europe. Why is it happening? There are a lot of factors that have contributed to our success. One of the main strengths that Poland has is that we have very large, highly educated workforce with tens of thousands of graduates every year who graduate from STEM fields, from IT, data analytics, engineering, advanced manufacturing. We are a market with still a competitive prices of labor, but we can offer very skilled workers who really can bring great expertise to the business. And it also shows in the shape of the investments that come to Poland, because we are home to many R&D centers, software development centers, and there are a lot of technology-driven projects happening here. When it comes to innovation, we also have a very strong ecosystem here. Like we have technology clusters, innovation hubs, entrepreneurship hubs, and support programs for startups. Of course, research institutions and also university support for innovation businesses. This is also connected with a lot of incentives that our country can provide to innovative investors. Very interesting thing is that the whole Poland is actually an economic zone. So the companies that want to invest here, they can benefit from very attractive tax reliefs and grants for innovation projects. So there are actually really a lot of options how the innovations can benefit here. And one more advantage that is also important is our location, because Poland is right in the middle of Europe. And we have a very well-shaped net of both railroads, of car roads. We have very efficient port in Gdańsk. We have a net of airports, which really can also benefit Poland as an investment and innovative hub strongly.
Yes, that's really insightful. Thank you. And from there, for founders and SMEs aiming to expand into the EU, what makes Poland an attractive entry point compared to other European countries?
Actually, I might start from the last point of my previous answer. because exactly the strategic location. It makes Poland like a natural gateway to Central Eastern Europe, and we have many international companies that choose Poland as a place for their regional headquarters or for distribution centers. And this way, companies can benefit from our central position and very strong infrastructure. What is also very important, Poland as a member of the European Union, we provide the access to the EU single market. So companies that operate here can trade freely with other EU countries. And we have harmonized regulation, we have harmonized product standards, and we have free movements of goods, services, and capital. So a lot of trade barriers are eliminated. But of course, one shouldn't only treat Poland as a hub for other countries, because we are the, as I said, 20th economy in the world, the largest economy in the Central and Eastern Europe. Poland's population is 38 million people. So this is actually a quite wide market, a market that is not yet saturated. It's a market of customers that already know what they want. It's a market of customers who are already used to living in a high level of fintech solutions in their daily life. So Poland is actually a very, very attractive opportunity. About the workforce, I have already said, and about the room for innovation and growth, I have also, but these factors, as I said, also should be considered. So when you enter Poland, you have access to very good workforce, you have access to incentives, and like getting a possibility to develop your business in a developed country, which is like a gateway to all the Europe.
Thank you. I've been there, and I totally agree with you. What are the most common misunderstanding foreign companies have about entering the Polish markets?
As I said in the beginning, Poland is a country of transformation. A lot of things are happening rapidly here. And while, let's say, in the times of my childhood, even 20, 30 years ago, Poland could be considered as a country of cheap labor. But currently, the situation has changed a lot, and this needs to be noticed by foreign companies that want to enter Poland. I would say that treating us is, I think, the biggest misconception I have seen. We are a market that is already highly developed, but we are still a market where relations are important. So it is also very, very important that we also don't get the misconceptions that relations are not important. And what is also a misconception that is important to avoid is that we are, let's say, not the same as other Central Europe or Eastern European markets. Each one of us is developing in their own pace. Poland is a major market. I would just say, if you want to invest in Poland, if you want to do business with Poland, education is definitely the key, because it's very eye-opening, as always.
You mentioned before, but I want to just to make it more clear. How do you see Poland's role in connecting Europe with Middle East and African markets?
Yes, of course. Both countries from Middle East and Africa, Poland can be a gateway to the EU, and for the European countries, Poland can be a gateway to Middle East and Africa. When it comes to being a gateway to the EU, of course, we have a stable EU which gives an access to the European markets. But when it comes to like being a gateway from Polish and European companies to the Africa and Middle East, as a person who works with Polish companies who want to export to this region, I would say that there are a lot of opportunities in Middle Eastern and African countries that Polish and European companies can benefit from. there are a lot of opportunities like for Middle East in the IT sector in general, in technologies, also in more consumer goods like cosmetics. These markets there, like in Middle East, there is a need for very professional products for high quality, which Poland is absolutely able to provide. For Africa, the main areas of concern are a little different because, for example, there is a very much bigger use of a machinery sector. I would say that Poland has a lot to offer, both to Middle East and to Africa. Of course, the factor of the logistics and connectivity is also important, like all the transport corridors that come from Poland, the port on the Baltic Sea and the modern logistics, it all plays a very big role in establishing partnerships. And of course, all the Polish expertise in technology, in the energy, in the industrial solutions, they are also very important both on the Middle East and African market.
Thank you. And my last question. If you had a chance to give one strategic piece of advice to founders considering Poland as a global expansion roadmap, what would it be?
My first and most important advice would be to connect with Polish Investment and Trade Agency. We have an investment department which can generate show generated investment offers, which can lead you through all the steps of the investment projects that can assess the chances of your success in the Polish market. So we offer a very comprehensive support when it comes to investing. For the companies that are still considering but want more details, there is actually a website which maybe we should write about. It's a governmental website, trade.gov.pl. Here you can get comprehensive information about Polish economy. You can get a guide to download about forms of running a business in Poland. Of course, Polish Investment and Trade Agency can also assist in many other ways, as we are also supporting Polish experts. So, of course, customers worldwide who want to import from Poland will also be very much welcome to work with us. And when it comes to more general advice, of course, I would advise to learn more about Poland, about our potential. I would definitely invite to come here and see and experience how much of an amazing place to run a business and just to be. It is. To value the connections with local people, with building relationships also in business, and to just be ready that you are entering market from which you can benefit a lot, a market of specialists, market of consumers who definitely know what they want and who value quality as both as price, and to not be afraid.
Thank you so much, Katarzyna. Thank you for sharing your insights and experiences with us, and hope to see you again.
Thank you so much. It was a big pleasure. Thank you for choosing me for this interview. I was very glad to talk to you today.
Thank you.